Alright gang, James here with Sci-Fi Trading, and I wanted to get you today's video watch list coming into next week. So I've got quite a few on my watch this week. You know, after last week's market, looking pretty good. Don't want to get too excited now, right? You know, but this isn't over, so we could see another dip coming in next week. So pending anything over the rest of this weekend, this is currently what I'm looking at coming into next week. First, I want to touch bases here. I did take one trade off the watch list from last week, which was Roku. Okay, Roku's actually sitting right where we need it to be. Okay, I took the exact trade, the 70s and the 115s here, Iron Condor on Roku. I got filled at $1.68. So perfect fill, perfect credit. We're sitting right where we want it to be. So now we just wait. I'm looking to get 40 to 50% on this, hopefully in the next 2 weeks maybe, you know, pending any crazy volatility that comes in. But that's where we are. So I was able to take Roku off that. Now this week, I have a much larger watch list in comparison. First thing on my watch list is FedEx. Now with FedEx, I am going a little bit more neutral, just the uncertainty in the market still, not sure what's going on. So I have an Iron Condor on watch here. I actually wanted to go about $10 wide on this one, just to get a little bit bigger break even here. So I'm currently looking into the May cycle here, okay, and I'm looking at selling the 105s and 140s, puts and calls, okay, $10 wide. And that would give roughly, you know, right now about $2.50. Now I know that's not 1/3 the width. That's okay. It's about a quarter of the width of the strike. So I'm okay with that. This play gives a 65 pop and an 84% P50. And those that know, that is really big for an Iron Condor. All right, so I'm looking at that one. I actually would like FedEx here to stay right around where it closed on Thursday. That would be a good entry here to keep us pretty neutral right now, as long as I can get $2.50 or more. So for those that like the visual, here's that Iron Condor right here on the trade tab. You know, May cycle, looking at these 105s, 95 puts, and the 140, 150 calls. If I can get right around $2.50, I'll be happy. It's a quarter of the width of the strikes, and like I said, 65 pop and an 84 P50. So it's beyond our expected move. Pending anything drastic, this could be a really good play overall. All right. Next thing that I'm looking at is going to be NVIDIA. Now I like NVIDIA for a vertical put spread here. Okay. I really want to see NVIDIA get a little bit closer to this 80 EMA. I want it to pull back a hair more. All right, if we can see a closeness to that 8 EMA, and you know, I won't even freak out if it hits the 21, but it would really have to hold that 21. If that happens, I'm looking at selling the 240, 235 put spread in May. Okay, NVIDIA holding up really well here, back getting our bullish run going on. So pending again anything drastic, I am looking in May, looking at the 240, 235s, right at that 30 delta. Okay, I want to try to get about $1.50 in credit on this one. And we're seeing a 67% pop and another high 76% P50. All right, so let's look for that. That could happen Monday. Might not happen until Friday, but we'll see what happens here on the video. Next one that I do have on watch, okay, is Autodesk. Now Autodesk took a really big hit lately. Okay, really big hit. Now you can see my nose, but I'm looking at Autodesk, and only if it can close above this 200-day moving average. All right, Autodesk, we took that dip after making all-time highs, broke below the 200-day, and then we've just consolidated it, you know, down here. You can see that Autodesk has a good squeeze coming on. That upward energy definitely starting to head forward. I thought we were going to get there on Thursday, but we didn't. We broke above it and then came back down and closed just right at that 200-day. So if we can see Autodesk close above the 200-day moving average on the daily chart sometime next week, I want to go long on Autodesk and play this squeeze. All right. So for that one, I'm also looking here in the May cycle, right around selling the 150s, buying the 145 puts. Okay, I want to try to get $1.50 or more on this play. And currently right now, this is another one with high probabilities, just call that 70% pop. And a very, very high 86% P50. Knock on wood, but I call that a winner. Anything that's usually that high has almost always turned profitable for me. So if we can see Autodesk get above the 200 day, this is what I'm looking at. It's probably one of the higher ones I'm looking to do here. Okay. Next on my watch, right, is Adobe. Going back to neutral strategy here. I like Adobe neutral. Okay, here's my notes again. But popped up, came back down, and we're just consolidating down here at that 200-day moving average again. So I'm looking here at two plays. I'll get to the bonus play in a second. But I'm looking at putting an iron condor on this one as well, doing the 280s and the 355s. All right, now with Adobe, here we go, May cycle again. We're going to be in May. April's, pretty much done here. And I'm looking at the 280, 275 puts, the 355, 360 calls. Okay, right now, it's showing $2 in credit. That's more than plenty, and we'll see where that opens. But if I can get about $1.65 or more on this, I will be happy. This is another one with really good probabilities, 61% pop and a 79. So call it 80, round that baby up. Call it 80% P50 on this one. That is really, really good for an iron condor. Iron condors, 50, 60 probabilities, and here we are sitting outside the expected move at 60s and 80%. So looking at Adobe here. Now, I'm also looking at Adobe for a day trade. Okay, this is on my watch for Monday. I'm watching Adobe on the 15-minute chart. Okay, you can see here, this screen's probably not the best. Let me break this one out. So Adobe, we got a good strong trend on this 15-minute. Okay, we got a squeeze that's been in for a while. So I'm watching. I got the indicator that states we've got an early entry on it. It bounced right off the 8, or off this 21 EMA, okay, and started heading back up into this close. So, pending anything drastic over the weekend, if Adobe looks like it's going to open strong, I want to possibly pick up some calls when it tests the VWAP, okay? It's in that squeeze. We're holding. We're still very bullish going on here. So if we can see a VWAP pullback on Monday morning, I want to take this early entry squeeze that we got, all right, and take Adobe long. Probably, the April 17th cycle. It's only going to be a day trade, so I'll be looking right around the 315 calls. And so that's my bonus trade for Adobe, you guys. And then let's see, we got two more. I jumped over to futures here, so I want to talk about these last two that I have on watch to kind of diversify just a tad bit here. First one I have on watch is natural gas. Okay, natural gas, we can see, has been trending down. And we're coming out of winter, and natural gas never did anything, oddly enough. So I'm actually looking to sell a naked call on natural gas. Where did my... All right, so natural gas, right? We did see a little bit of a movement here, but we're coming back down. So what I want to see with natural gas is it continue this downtrend. Hopefully it actually breaks right through these 8 and the 21s. But because I'm going so far out of the money, not a total killer here. So I'm actually looking in the May cycle for natural gas, and I want to sell the 2.2 strike. Okay, that's right at the expected move. It's pretty much a 30 delta, and it's just above the 200-day moving average. Okay. If I take this play and if I'm filled for right around mid price, which currently right now is 0.069, gives about $690 in credit. This is a naked play, so this would be undefined, right? You have no max loss, okay? But the buying power is under $1,000, makes this very affordable to put on, okay? And a really good 81% probability. So I like this a lot. Now, those that don't want to do undefined risk, and you want to kind of define your risk a little bit and still take this trade, then I would go ahead and define it and add that 2.25 on there. Okay, try to get about, this is the absolute lowest I would get. You may even have to move it up a little bit, but the probability still stays really well at 78%. And it's going to cost you a third of the price, and you have a max loss. Okay, I would probably go up a hair, get a little bit more. The probability still stay good, but you can always just add that wing on there, cap your profit, cap your loss, and still an overall good trade to the downside. All right, and then lastly, I am looking at soybeans. Okay, soybeans will be coming into play here soon. and I am looking at doing a strangle on soybeans. Okay, we've stayed in this range for quite a while, bounced out a little bit, but ultimately we've been in this overall range pretty much the last 2 years. So I'm looking at doing a naked play here. This is a strangle. Okay, and I want to sell the 920s and the 820s. That gives about a 76% probability. Okay, roughly max profit's about $356. It's 7.125. Again, no max loss, so it is undefined risk. And buying power is only like $1,200. So I want to do that would be my last futures play. You can see here covers well beyond the expected move for that May cycle. Credit 7.125 gives you $356. 76 probability. Those that don't want to put up this much capital or even stay undefined, you can go ahead and buy your wings. You can see that it drops your buying power significantly, capture loss, but also significantly capture profit. This still really great place, over 70% dollar, buck 50. So that's another good one here. All right. That's it, you guys. Please, if you like this video, go ahead and click that button, like it, and I will see you all Monday morning. Take care and have a great rest of your weekend.